Trigger warning, everybody. This story is going to give you shameful humor in the best way possible. Prepare to feel naughty. Welcome to Occupy Democrats. I'm David Reddish. It might seem hard to remember a time when politicians could commit simple blunders or gaffes that could end a political career. The era of Taco Trump just sees one outrageous lie after the next, not to mention scandals that would make Richard Nixon blush. Today's little story recalls a kinder, gentler era in Washington when would-be candidates managed to embarrass themselves with boneheaded mistakes. The king of all those hilarious slips? Dan Quayle, former Indiana senator and vice president under George H.W. Bush. During his tenure, especially that of vice president, Quayle became known for some, shall we say, slip-ups?
Quayle's a fierce advocate of conservative values of the family and the flag.
Never did a hitch because his daddy's rich. He was comfy and cozy at night.
He developed a speech impediment. He made mistakes. Quayle on the Holocaust.
It was an obscene period in our nation's history. No, not our nation's, but in World War II. I mean, we all lived in this century. I didn't live in this century, but in this century's history.
Even his wife was cautious about exposing him to the media.
Talk to me. I'd be glad to. I'd be right this way, sir.
Eventually, he was on his own.
I have as much experience in the Congress as Jack Kennedy did when he sought the presidency.
Senator, I served with Jack Kennedy. I knew Jack Kennedy. Jack Kennedy was a friend of mine. Senator, you're no Jack Kennedy.
Then, of course, there was the time he picked a fight with a fictional TV character.
It doesn't help matters when primetime TV has Murphy Brown, a character who supposedly epitomizes today's intelligent, highly paid professional woman, mocking the importance of fathers by bearing a child alone and calling it just another lifestyle choice.
What's this have to do with today's little story? Getting there. It's important to understand that this isn't the first time a politician has done something ludicrously dumb. Quayle's nadir was the time he tried to spell potato. And yes, he did misspell potato, which kneecapped any effort that Elder Bush would have had to abolish the Department of Education. Clearly, it needed more funding. I also say this as a terrible speller myself and someone who finds Quayle's floundering hilarious. Now, add to that roster of really dumb moves by politicians, one Mike Collins. In case you're unfamiliar, he is the Republican running against Senator John Ossoff in Georgia. And today, he put out a new campaign video. Let's see who has a sharp eye among us, shall we?
Yeah, this place is broken. Out-of-touch Democrats, like our two U.S. senators, will fight harder for MS-13 gang members than they will nursing students at UGA. No, we've got to be absolutely unrelenting. We've got to be unafraid to fight. We've got to be unafraid to call balls and strikes, a spade to spade. And I think y'all have seen, I don't mind doing that.
Mike Collins, great job you're doing.
Okay, we're going to put the hammer down and we're going to get it going.
Notice anything suspect in that video? In case you missed it, have another look.
Yeah, this place is broken. Out-of-touch Democrats, like our two U.S. senators, will fight harder for MS-13 gang members than they will nursing students at UGA. No, we've got to be absolutely unrelenting. We've got to be unafraid to fight. We've got to be unafraid to call balls and strikes, a spade to spade. And I think y'all have seen, I don't mind doing that.
Mike Collins, great job you're doing.
Okay, we're going to put the hammer down and we're going to get it going.
It might be easy to miss at first glance or in the context of a quick cut video, but Collins's campaign apparently doesn't know how to spell the actual name of the state where he is running for office. You'd think he could at least do that much, right? I can't imagine that this is going to ingratiate him to the people of Georgia. And before you get dismissive, before you say Georgia is a red state and Trump will help get Collins elected, just remember, we've heard that before when Ossoff won office. In fact, if you remember, it was Trump's election meddling that likely helped Ossoff win in the first place. And it also helps that Jon Ossoff can correctly spell Georgia. This is just the latest sign of that the Trumpification of America wasn't just caused by stupidity, it actually makes Americans dumber. This one is going to cost Collins. So sad, isn't it? Told you you'd feel some shameful humor. This is Occupy Democrats.